Good evening, everyone. It's Sal Warner. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream. I'm Sal Warner. This is Straight for Post. This is Chatterbox. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new and smash a like on the video. If you could be as kind to do that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today. Guys, look, you know what? There's been a lot of news around Manchester United. Some good news, some bad news. But you know what? One thing's for certain. We like to divide the basically the rubbish from the truth, the rubbish from the truth. Because at the end of the day, when I come on these streams, I tend not to read too much off a piece of paper or read anything in Google. I don't latch onto anyone. I don't do that, latch onto other streams and stuff. I don't do that. It's all about speaking what I know and who I've spoken to in regards to what's going on at Manchester United at the moment, of course, guys. There was a quote from Ruben Amorim, if I go in. The conclusions can be erroneous. If we win tomorrow, they will think the new Sir Alex Ferguson has arrived. Oh, goodness. It made me laugh there. The conclusion can be erroneous. If we win tomorrow, they will think the new Alex Ferguson has arrived. That is Ruben Amorim, guys. Absolutely hilarious. The guy's got a personality. You're going to have to admit, the guy's got a personality. Much love to Ruben Amorim. I wish him all the best, of course, guys. UK Rap, the only place for latest news. Never wrong. Thank you, guys. I'm not always right, but generally I don't lie. Of course, Salman Khan, how you doing? Ruben Amorim, next 10 Hog. Salman Khan, you're a B-Tech Poundland Salman Khan. That's what I would say. Absolutely. So you're not Bollywood. You're basically Zollywood. Z for zero. Absolutely. Big up. Anyway, thank you for joining the stream. Much love, though, man. All banter aside. But Manchester United are looking to improve their squad going forward. Lots of names have been touted as coming to Manchester United, especially since the arrival of Ruben Amorim. One of those players, I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of. One of them plays for Napoli, of course, and his name is obviously Kvaratskhelia. Obviously, easy for you to say. Kvaratskhelia. Obviously, the Napoli attacking player is a very highly rated, one of the best players in Europe at the moment, and he suits Ruben Amorim's style of football with the two number 10s and the one up front. He would be absolutely phenomenal in that position. Manchester United look to be ruthless in their pursuit of new players, as Ruben Amorim is their first appointment as manager. So they don't really want this to go wrong. They really don't want this to go wrong. They want this to succeed because Ruben Amorim was their choice. Also, Manchester United looked to bringing in Fernandes, re-signing Fernandes. Of course, Fernandes was a young player at Manchester United just a year ago or so. And Manchester United bringing him back in the January window for around £16 million. Now, this is a possibility, although Ineos don't have a lot of money for the January transfer window. They do have money for summertime. They do have money for the summer January transfer window, of course. But right now, they are a bit stingy in regards to money. But we could possibly squeeze a deal for Fernandes to come back to Manchester United. Now, we don't know why we sold Fernandes. It was an absolute ridiculous decision, if we're being honest. In testament to the regime, what was going on. We should not have got rid of that player. We should not have got rid of Kovar. It was absolutely criminal to get rid of those players, Fernandes, obviously, and Kovar. But Manchester United are interested in bringing the player back, of course. And Manchester United are interested in bringing Napoli's player, Kvaratskhelia. And you know what? It will cost about 90 million to bring Kelia here. I'll say it nice and short. It will cost around 100 million. Around 100 million should do the trick, guys. And if we got that player, I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm not going to lie. I will be giddy again. If we got that player, I would be giddy. I think he's fantastic. I think he's brilliant. I think he's creative. He's a proper player, and a player that we've been missing over the years. What does that mean for the likes of Garnacho and Rashford and Ahmad and Anthony? Well, one thing's for certain is that a lot of these players will have to work for their place. They're going to have to play for their place, and they're going to have to prove everyone wrong. They're going to have to prove people wrong that they are worthy of a position at Manchester United. As nice as Ruben Amorim comes across, Ruben Amorim's in contrary, he's quite ruthless. Ruben Amorim is quite stubborn in his approach. He doesn't change. So those people are thinking he's going to play a 4 at the back. He is not. He's going to play the 3 at the front, 3 at the back, and he's going to play the new number 10s with one player up front, of course. So those players have to fit into that team. They have to fit into the formation. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen. They're not going to be at Manchester United very long. Now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing because obviously Marcus Rashford and Garnacho are not that type of player to play the number 10 positions. In fact, they're more like wingers. So this is where it's going to become a very, very interesting in regards to the future of these players. And some of those players are going to have to adjust. Some of those players are going to have to improve. Some of those players are just going to have to live with it. And they're going to have to try and work in the system. At the end of the day, Ruben Amorim is not going to take any prisoners. And I am all for that. I am all for that. This is why I don't like any of these players having any opinion right now. You're only entitled to an opinion if you're actually a successful footballer for Manchester United, and successful, I mean, in challenging for the Premier League, challenging for the Champions League, that type of thing. But in regards to Ruben Amorim, they're going to have to be on their watch. They're going to have to be on their guard, because at the end of the day, if these players don't perform for the club, we all know what's going to happen, don't we? They'll be out the door. Jim, greetings, my brother. How you doing? Absolute greetings. Get in there, Sal. Get in, Sal. Get in there. Get in there, Jim. How you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the summertime, Shaggy. In the summertime when the weather is hard. You can test. It wasn't originally Shaggy, though. Who was it? Who sang the original song? When the summertime when the weather is hard. I can't remember who sang the rivers. You can search while out. You go. All I can remember is the video. It was outside in London. I remember the old one about the 70s, I think. Good morning, afternoon, evening, gotta go, man, around the world. Good morning, David. How you doing? You're definitely somewhere else. You're definitely in another country, that's for sure. I'm in the evening now, 6-something p.m. And now we have a coach and attitude which I like, hoping the Sporting to beat City. I hope so. I actually feel they're going to win 1-0, guys. I feel like Sporting Lisbon will win 1-0, guys. I will be here tonight for the watch along, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how Ruben Amorim's team lines up, how the formation works and stuff like that. It'd be good to have a closer look at what he does in regards to formations and tactics and stuff. Man, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Well, welcome. Are we surprised at media behavior? Absolutely not. Yesterday, one of the media reporters said to Ruben Amorim, you should be speaking English, basically. So ignorant, xenophobic, ridiculous, horrible, rude, embarrassing punditry from some of these journalists. And I don't know what to say about it, except I was extremely embarrassed when I heard it. Not only that, we got Glenn Cotterill, the other journalist. Obviously, Neil Custis is the other one. Those two have been speaking badly about some of our players. Now, look, at the end of the day, we know that Xerxes has not played well. We know that, he hasn't put in a shift at the moment. But you know what? The guy is still young in his tenure at Manchester United. We're going to have to give that guy a chance before we can make an accurate judgment. But one thing we don't do as fans is that we don't jump on these media outlets who've just called him overweight. They called him overweight. They said he's basically a bad signing, which is rude. They basically said that Erik ten Hag said it wasn't his signing, it was an Ineos signing, blah, blah, blah. Now, one thing, let me get clear. Erik ten Hag is not allowed to say anything. Contractually, he's not allowed to say anything. So anything you've heard, guys, is a lie. Right? Let me tell you that right now. He has not spoken about Xerxes. He has spoken to no media outlets whatsoever. I know that for a fact. He's spoken to no media outlets at all. He has an embargo, so to speak, for the next few months in regards to speaking to the media, just like Jose Mourinho did, right? And then eventually, when that embargo is sort of cancelled, when it expires, then you're allowed to speak. But these guys in the media, they're disgusting, and they still make up rubbish just to sell newspapers or sell clicks and likes and whatever it is. It's awful. And when you say a player, when you go against a player like that in regards to Xerxes, he's going to see that, and you have to ask yourself, right? Is this going to help Xerxes improve? Is it going to help Manchester United? It's not. And these journalists, they're not Man United fans. They don't really care about what happens with Man United. All they care about, what is getting clicks and popularity. That's all they care. Doesn't matter whether they're fatism and all that and overweightism, whatever you call it. Doesn't matter. All they're interested in is spreading lies and toxicity in the fan base. They want a toxic Man United. And why do they want a toxic Man United? It's because they want Man United to fail. A lot of these journalists do not like Man United. It doesn't matter if they've been journalists at Manchester United for 20, 30 years. It doesn't really matter. These guys want Manchester United to fail. And they don't want a successful Man United. In particular, a manager like Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim is full of class. Ruben Amorim didn't respond to the journalist how we wanted him to respond to. The journalist was obviously trying to trigger that Ruben Amorim there. Very much so. And to be honest with you, it's amateur. It's amateur. This is amateur hour for these journalists. And to be honest with you, we're older than that. You know what I mean? We're not silly. We've been around the block. We know what they're trying to do. They're trying to unsettle Man United. They're trying to unsettle Ruben Amorim because their old buddy, old pal, Gareth Southgate, is not going to be the manager of Man United. I bet you if that was Gareth Southgate, there would be parties, balloons, fireworks, you name it. You name it outside Old Trafford waiting for him. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. It's xenophobia within the British media. And this whole narrative that, you know what, why isn't it a British manager? Why isn't it? It's past that time now. We're 2025 now, guys. We got to pass that time. Absolutely. Big up, everyone. Big up, Manituta. Salman Khan is being monitored by Jim. Yeah, Salman Khan, it has to be monitored. I'm sorry, he is. But no, Salman Khan, it's not Salman Khan, it's Luman is being monitored by Jim, I think. Courtney French, how you doing, Courtney? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Whoever don't fit in Manchester, I can see a lot of the changes, which I'm all for it. Now, players will have to say, I'm in South Africa for OM. Big up, David. Look, one thing I would say, yeah, and I would say this in regards to Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim gives players a chance. Ruben Amorim does give them a chance. So what Ruben Amorim would do, he won't automatically kick out those players who've been down tooling, not performing for many years, of course, as we know. He won't automatically kick them out. He will give them an opportunity first. But one thing with Ruben Amorim is that he will kick them out when needed to be. If they don't perform for the football club, he will kick them out. I don't agree with giving these players another chance. I mean, many of these players have been there for years and years and years and threw so many managers under the bus. I don't really agree with giving them another chance. Do you know what I mean? I mean, come on. You know, how many chances do they need? It's only a matter of time before they throw Ruben Amorim under the bus and they stop performing for Ruben Amorim. So one thing Ruben Amorim needs to do, and I think he will do, is if those players do not perform for the club, and I'm talking the first game against Ipswich Town, if they do not perform, then those players need to be held accountable and those players need to be out the door. And I'm sure Ineos will do that. Yes, the formation is going to take time to implement. The formation is going to take time to get used to. Man United have not played the three at the back, you know. Well, a lot of these players haven't. I mean, obviously, Luke Shaw and Rashford played under Louis van Gaal, who had the five at the back, etc. Something similar. But Ruben Amorim is very stubborn in his ways, and he will not change it. Right from the days when he played for Passamia, the football club, all the way from Braga to Sporting Lisbon, he's played the same formation. So these players are not going to get away with it. This is why they wanted Ruud van Nistelrooy to stay. This is particularly why they wanted Ruud van Nistelrooy to stay. Because if they don't like the formation, if they don't agree with the formation, they can go to their friend Ruud van Nistelrooy and put him in a position. You know, they say, look, can you tell Ruben Amorim it's not working? It's already creating toxicity, already. And we have to cull it from the source before it even starts, guys. It's cancerous. We have to get it early. You know what I mean? And we have to get these players, and we have to get these players out of the club, guys. Big up, Courtney, of course. Big up, Salman Khan. Manager, where are you from? Jim Watkins, the say election is tonight, and you know that what I say, vote one Manchester United and the rest can go to hell. Absolutely, Jim. Big up, my friend. That is exactly what I'm saying. Forget the elections. They're all the same puppet. They all got the fist right up their backside, of course. They're all the same. The same of two evils, guys. Jim Watkins, absolutely perfect comment, my friend. Big up, of course. Absolutely. Manatita. Simon Carr, me and Jim are Desi like a subcontinent. You're all Desi. Desingerant. So then why aren't the club banning them? This is one thing I would say, Manatita, and you make a good point. The club should ban them. Sir Alex Ferguson was obviously notorious for that. He banned the BBC. Let's not forget from speaking to him to come into his press conferences, etc. But one thing we would say right now is that we can't say anything right now because Ruben Amorim is not even on the hot seat yet. He's not even had his first press conference for Manchester United. So if he walks into that press conference and says, right, you're banned, it's going to be a little bit difficult to do that. And you're not going to get off to a very good start. So one thing is a new slate, right? When we get into those press conferences, it's going to be a new slate. And Ruben Amorim has to keep an eye on those people. He should keep an eye on like Neil Custis and those people, of course. And if they make any stupid remarks, out the door. I mean, who cares if he speaks English or not? Who cares? He's Portuguese. It's ignorance. It's xenophobia, and I don't like it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Kazi. How you doing, my bro? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Southgate is available for Arsenal. He's the next Arsenal manager. Ciao. Absolutely. He's the next Arsenal manager. God, Gareth Southgate. England would have 2 trophies if it wasn't for Gareth. Ciao. Yes, let him go over there. Absolutely. It'd be brilliant for Arsenal. I really do think it will be brilliant for Arsenal. Sal, do you use YouTube Advanced? It's pretty good. What's YouTube Advanced, man? Advanced? What is it? What do you mean? Guys, Sal, my worry is that we had some same expectations from Erik ten Hag. We were told we would come up with his style of play and Eric Ball, but nothing gets materialized. One thing I would say, Darkro, everyone is different. We have the same, we can have the same opinions. It could be a similar sort of vibe that we're going for. But Ruben Amorim is a completely different animal. He's a completely different tactician, completely different personality, a different person. You're not the same as me. I'm not the same as you. Right? We might be the same age, we might, etc. and stuff like that, but we're not the same. We can't paint everyone with the same brush. Yes, it does get a similar vibe, but you know what? Ruben Amorim's 39. Erik ten Hag was way in his 50s. So at the end of the day, you know what? This is different. Many managers wanted Ruben Amorim, subject to a belief around Liverpool and West Ham and stuff like that. Many managers wanted Ruben Amorim as their manager. Ruben Amorim is the next big thing. He's the next one through, and one thing we can't do is just paint him with the same brush as Erik ten Hag. It's going to be different. Erik ten Hag is a completely different character. Erik ten Hag's not that type of guy. He's not like a Ruben Amorim kind of character where he laughs and giggles and, looks like light-hearted, but behind the scenes is quite ruthless. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But one thing we can't do is just think that every single manager who comes to Man United who's young, who's managed a club in another league, of course, is going to be the same as Erik ten Hag, because it's not. And that's one thing we have to try and keep away from. At the end of the day, he is a different manager. I've seen it. I've watched him over the last few weeks. He's completely different to Erik ten Hag. Absolutely different type of personality, passionate on the touchline, always barking out orders on the touchline, always celebrating with the fans, etc. Jim, hey, it's Bollywood, Salman. Wow, it is really here. Quick, take your phone out and take a photo. Whap. Yeah, it's Pound Down Salman Khan. It's Pound Stretcher Salman Khan is in the house, guys. Absolutely. Yeah, distantly. Distantly, I'm related to a Bollywood superstar, by the way. You guys don't know who it is, but I am distantly. You got to guess who it is. Absolutely. But definitely, I'm the original Sal, guys. Absolutely, of course. So, you know what? Copyright material, guys. Absolutely. Guys, I'm going to be here tonight. I will be here at midnight for the Sporting Lisbon against Manchester United watch-along. As I said earlier, I'm really looking forward to seeing this watch-along. I'm really looking forward to seeing the tactics from Ruben Amorim. I'm looking forward to seeing how he sets his team up. Disappointed Ignacio won't be playing. Ignacio is obviously out of the game, unfortunately. But I'm really looking forward to it. The good news about surrounding Man United at the moment is the fact that we're already talking about players. We're already talking about transfers that are going to happen in the summer. Of course, feature Kvaratskhelia, of course, of Napoli. And also in Fernandez, of course. And earlier today, I was talking about, obviously, Ousmane Diomande. And obviously, I was talking about Gutierrez, Victor Gutierrez as well. So those names are fantastic. Those names are brilliant. Real Madrid, however, are coming with interest for Victor Gutierrez. So we're going to have to act very quickly in regards to Gutierrez, because there are other teams that are interested in his signature. That player has advanced ridiculously quickly, really quickly. I mean, he was playing for Swansea. He's played for, obviously, Coventry City, of course. He's absolutely advanced, well quickly. Fair play to him. But you know what? Man United have to act quickly. They have to act swiftly as well. Absolutely. Puppet on a string. Absolutely, Kazi. Puppet on a string. Yep. Sal, good morning, mate. Good morning, Rasta. How you doing, my bro? Hope you're doing good. Good to see you back, my mate. Hope you're good, my friend. Our players will find it very hard to adjust. They played under numerous coaches. They couldn't manage. I just think it should get rid of all the dead wood and players cope with the starter system. David, I absolutely concur with you. I agree with you, my friend. I think a lot of those players do need to leave. I'm talking about 6 or 7 of those players need to leave. We cannot be trusting these players anymore because they have thrown a lot of managers under the bus, guys. And we can't keep trusting these guys to suddenly, miraculously turn into these world-class players performing, because they're not going to do it. They might do it for a couple of weeks, a couple of months even. But give it a little bit of time. Those same players will down tool when they get fed up with the tactics, when they've had enough. They're going to start turning on Ruben Amorim. Why do they want Ruud van Nistelrooy to stay at the football club? Precisely that. They want a middleman. They want a middleman to speak to so that they can pass on the message to the Glazers. Something along those lines. So at the end of the day, we shouldn't be listening to serial losers, which they are. They are serial losers. When we're talking about Manchester United, they are serial losers. They're not challenging for Premier League titles and Champions League titles. They're just about getting FA Cup titles at the end of the day. So they got to just pipe down, be quiet, and do as they're told as Manchester United players. Because we're not having it, and no one else should have it, guys. We shouldn't be having this anymore. Jim, Sal, you are monitoring Newman. What do you mean? Just curious, bro. No, because he said that Salman Khan, you're monitoring Salman Khan. I said, no, you're monitoring Lumen, not Salman Khan. But isn't banning someone bad idea if he leads to problems and disrespectful as well to the media? Madhavan said it depends. It depends. One thing you've got to do as a manager, when you first walk into a football club, you've got to try and get on with the media. I know they're a headache. I know they're a pain in the backside. I know that, but you have to try and get on with them because they are a toxic influence within the fan base as well. Not only within the media side of things, within fan bases as well. They're a toxic influence. So your main task as you join a football club is to be friendly. But one thing I would say, Erik ten Hag tried to be friendly. He was friendly in his first couple of weeks at Manchester United during the media conferences, his first press conferences. He was extremely friendly. Ruben Amorim will be extremely friendly, but one thing we have to understand is that these guys don't like Manchester United. They will stop at nothing to try and unsettle us. So what we do now is that any of these so-called journalists, these pressers and stuff, start to get personal, start to talk about you're not speaking English properly or stuff like that. We should just move them out. Get rid of them. Sir Alex Ferguson did it. We show them who's boss. Enough is enough. We're Manchester United. We sell your papers. We sell your clicks. We sell your subscribers because we're Manchester United. We're bigger than you. And that's what I would say to them. And anyone want to pull a fast one again? Anyone think they could be smart asses in the media conferences and press conferences? They got another one coming, guys. They've got another one coming because we're not going to accept it anymore. With our new manager, I'm just going to watch and observe and see what he can do. That's all I'm going to focus on. One thing I will say, Rasta, and I'm going to say this, with the best of interest, right, to every single Manchester United fan, be patient. And the reason be patient is because he's got a completely different style of play, completely different formation, one which he's adhered to for the last 10 years. Not even that. I'm not sorry, 10 years is too long. Sorry. One he's adhered to the last few years, right? And when he was Casapia manager, when he was Braga manager, when he was Sporting Lisbon manager, he has the same formation. It's up to those players to adjust, not Ruben Amorim. Those players have to adjust, whether they like the 3 at the back, the 5 at the back, whatever they like. It's up to those players to adjust. Because one thing about Ruben Amorim, he does not change. He will not change. He's not changed in his whole career. Right. He's played the 4-3-3. He's played the 4-3-3. I'm going to send something to you guys, and I'm going to show you something quite important, really, if you don't mind. Let me just send this over, and I'm going to show you what it is, if you don't mind. Okay, let's send this over. Let me get this. I'm going to email it to myself, and I'm going to send it to you guys right now, yeah? And I'm going to show you something. So let me just get... Let's have a look at this. Okay. Just save this image as. I'm just saving the image now, guys. Okay, let me see if I can find it now. Okay, now let me have a look if I can get this on. I'm going to show you something. It's quite interesting. If sorry, I'm taking time to upload it, but it's quite interesting, guys. All right, let me see. Okie dokie. So let's have a look at this. I want to be with you. Just like you. All right, let's have a look. Let's get this up. Okay, guys. So this is actually the formations that Ruben Amorim plays. Basically, he's played the 4-3-4-2-1 117 times, guys. 117 times he's played the 3-4-2-1. So basically, what the 3-4-2-1 is: 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, 2 in the middle, which could be a double pivot. It could be Mainu and obviously Ugarte. 2 number 10s, guys. I want you to remember this. 2 number 10s he plays. He plays 2 number 10s, guys. So who are those number 10s going to be? This is why we got Kvaratskhelia, who's interested at Manchester United. Of course, Man United are interested in that player. Of course, And obviously, don't be surprised if we are linked with a number of Sporting Lisbon players, as we have been already today, of course. He's played that 117 times. He's played the 3-4-3 80 times. He's played the 3-5-2 3 times. He's played the 3-4-5 5-4-1 1 time. So his tactics are incredibly attacking, guys. So you've got the 3 at the back. The 2 wing backs will be bombing forward right to the top of the pitch, right? You've got the 2 number 10s, right? The 2 number 10s. It's going to be 2 number 10s and 2 midfielders. So you're going to have 2 number 10s and 2 midfielders with 2 wing backs pushing forward. And then you're going to have the striker. A very proactive, a very attacking lineup that he has there. A very attacking lineup that he has. But it's up to us to be patient. It can work. If we give it a chance to work, it can work. And this is the formations in the league and Europa League and Europe since 2019. Right, so it can work. So mainly he plays the 3-4-2-1 and he does not move away from that 117 times in literally 5 seasons. You know, so he rarely moves away from that, guys. So I would bring that up. I wanted to bring that up just to show you what type of formation he plays. And so to tell you, we're going to have to show a little bit of patience, guys, a little bit of patience in regards to his formation and implementing the style of play, of course, guys. Absolutely, we have to do that, of course. Let me have a look. Okay, Darko. Sal, Michael said his Amorim is aware of the players he will have. He must be prepared for what he will face. No excuses later on. It is what it is. Darko, one thing that strikes me about Ruben Amorim is he's incredibly intelligent. I don't think he's naive. I do believe that he is. He knows what's going on in regards to those players. He knows what's happened. He knows the history of those players. I wouldn't be surprised if he looked into it. He probably watched the game against Chelsea. I'm not surprised if he did watch the game against Chelsea. Of course, he has probably looked into it and he is probably on his guard against those players. I would say not giving them another chance. But I think if Arsenal don't win the trophy this season, their manager might get a sack. I mean, obviously, of course, their guy left, didn't he? Their guy left, of course. The Brazilian fella, he left, of course. So at the end of the day, he's gone to Nottingham Forest, guys. He's gone to Nottingham Forest, and you know what? My goodness me, what a turn up for the books. Are Arsenal falling apart? Are they slightly, you know what? Are the cracks beginning to come in? Are they Edu, of course? Are the cracks beginning to come in? You know, are they beginning to show? Are they beginning to weaken? It looks that way, doesn't it? YouTube advice, it's just YouTube but better, and it still holds up all good features of YouTube, and it solves all the problems. Perfect face on YouTube. So big up. True, Sal, % agreed. You can't paint everyone with the same brush. Absolutely not. Absolutely. We're going to have to wait and see, of course. Jim, are you intruding into my private life as well? Lumen, no, he's not. He's not. Someone came on the channel and said, is Salman Khan under Jim's watch? I said, no, Lumen is under Jim's watch. So it's nothing personal. Watch along. Yes, exactly, Kazi, 11:30 p.m. my time. 7:30 p.m. UK time, guys. I'll be live for the live watch along between Sporting Lisbon and Manchester City. Come on, Sporting. Who is Salman Khan? He's one of the guys in the chat. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Once there was this girl who couldn't get a school. All right, go let's guys. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Gary Cottrell needs to retire. Absolutely, he is come up. I agree with that. Absolutely. You always have to say that when you see it. You have to do that, my friend. Listen, guys, we had this conversation. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's absolutely madness. We had this conversation the other day in regards to absolutely. 1 chicken pound wings and chips Salman Khan. Absolute. 1 pound chicken wings and chips Salman Khan. Absolute. So Kazimir, absolutely. Chicken spot Salman Khan. Absolutely. Side breast boss. Yeah, side breast boss. Gali, man, shook a hair, Kazimir Chauhan. Goodness me, you can't beat that, can you? Amir Khan in the flesh, guys. Amir Khan. Look at this. Gali, me shook hair, Kazimir Chauhan. Madavan says if Coquelin is going to Madrid, then what will happen to Mbappe? Mbappe is going to be playing on the left wing. I have a feeling tonight's going to be a good night. He will be playing up front, and Mbappe will be playing on the left, rotating with Vinicius Jr. Rumor is Mbappe is unhappy. That's the rumor. If they play two player up front, then that will be Valverde be doing absolutely. Big up Madavan said average players. Yeah. Is the decision of getting rid of players only dependent on the manager? No, it's not, Lumen. It's not. There's going to be like an adjudicator of people who are going to be voting. You know why there were so many Erik ten Hag signings? Because at the end of the day, they voted to sign players. And a lot of those people, a lot of the people at Ineos, obviously, Ashwood, Wilcox, Barada, those people voted for Ten Hag signings because obviously they believed in Ten Hag at the time. So that's why we had a lot of Ten Hag signings this season. Xerxes apparently wasn't a Ten Hag signing, although that is a lie in my opinion. But one thing it's going to be, it's not going to be totally exclusive to just Ineos. It's going to be Ruben Amorim as well. Ruben Amorim wouldn't take the job if he felt that he's not going to get a major say in transfers and signings. He wouldn't have taken the job, guys. So you know what? He will have a point. He will have a say, but Ineos will also have a say. David. I only like REM, but I like Ruud van Nistelrooy, but only when he played for United. But as a coach with Amorim, I don't think so. Will cause friction, so I think he could leave. He's a good coach. He'll find a good club, my friend. He will do, whether it is. He's managed PSV as well, won a trophy with them. Yes, Fergie has banned countless scumbags. It's not disrespectful. It's the give, the take, the situation. You don't earn respect. Spot on, my friend. Spot on. Very good comment, my friend. You earn respect at Manchester United. This is what we're going away from. They need to show us respect because at the end of the day, we are English football. We're everything that what English football is right now. They wouldn't have news. They wouldn't have, gossip if it wasn't for Manchester United. They just need to pipe down and get on with their jobs, guys. Absolutely. Madavan says, I agree. Absolutely. I agree as well. Absolutely. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I need a sound effect for his. When he comes on, it should just say it should just come on automatically. Copyrights and all that, though, isn't it? I said, Baba, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We got Osama bin Laden in the South Stream before. Let's go, guys. Absolutely. Should I? Lumen, bring on Modi in the chat so I can fix him. Big up, Lumen. Because of one, he has made English players look like a bunch of amateurs. Hence why Gary needs to resign from Sky. So absolutely true. So I'm not even accepting mediocrity of our club. Our players are serial losers compared to the legacy of our club, and the legends who have passed away or retired are sick of low standards. Me too, Jim. And this is why I will say, yes, Ruben Amorim will give them a chance. But my opinion is this, right? This is Ruben Amorim's personality. He will give them a chance. But my opinion is this. Don't wait too long, Ruben. You will see the early signs. Take it from us. Take it from us Man United fans, right? Don't trust them players. Don't trust them. Do not trust them at all. Don't you dare. Because you know what? They will throw you under the bus as quickly as possible. I heard people are saying Amorim is the 10 out of... Is that true? Mate, do you feed into that? I'm Brad Pitt. I'm Brad Pitt 2.0. I'm the same, nearly the same age as him. I'm Brad Pitt 2.0, guys. Is it the same? It's not, is it? At the end of the day, everyone is different. Kenny, you have a different personality. I have a different personality. Don't feed into that narrative. Don't feed into that rubbish because that's what it is. Rubbish. I say, do you hear about the new stadium being built? Yeah, I heard about it. There's lots of confusion at the moment going on with the stadium and lots of indecisiveness. We'll have to wait. At the moment, look, at the end of the day, I want Man United to be a successful football team on the pitch. That's my priority. At the moment, whatever happens with Old Trafford is going to happen, but we need to fix Manchester United football team first, and I think that's what they should be concentrating on, of course, guys. Lumen, Amorim will come with Erik ten Hag if he keeps favouring Bruno and Rashford, even if they're bad performances. Lumen, you're going to have to wait and see, mate. You're going to have to wait to see. They might perform. You never know. You're going to have to wait and see. One thing is for certain is that Ruben Amorim will not take any crap, but we cannot paint everyone with the same brush. That's not what we do. That's not what we do, Lumen. Jim Watkins, you should blame the American Glazers for bringing down the standards and making the club a mediocre one. Yeah. We do. He does blame the Glazers, Lumen. He blames the Glazers 100%. Jim always has said Glazers out. Always. Do you know what? There's no one more Glazers out than me. Right? Let me tell you something about me, right? I've been on actually national TV talking Glazers out, guys. I'm not a mug in regards to Glazers out, and neither is Jim. We know what the Glazers are. I knew it in 2005 before you guys even knew about the Glazers, right? I knew it back then. So we know about the Glazers out movement. We know where I was there with my green and gold scarf, guys. I was there even before they took charge of the football club. You know what I mean? I was there saying no. A few of my friends went away and supported FC United. You know what I mean? That is how deep it was. Hey, big up Naranja. How you doing, my friend? Big up Modi. Big up. Modi's in the house, of course. Luban, Naranja Modi, boo-hoo, boo, 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 boo. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Well, no politics in this house, obviously, guys. Absolutely. Nice photo. Neil Bro is booing me. I like the first one. Shows he wants to play attractive attacking football. Now he needs to implement the star system, see who we can play in the system for him, or else he will bring his own players. David, fantastic point. My friend, you know why I like you, David? Because you always come out with the gospel comment. Brilliant comment. He's going to give them a chance, but he's not going to. I don't think, in my personal opinion, you can correct me if I'm wrong later on down the line. I don't think he's going to give them long. I really don't think he's going to give them long, guys. Absolutely not. I know you are, Lumen. I know you by now. I know who you are. I know you like the back of my hand. Courtney, people saying Amram has only got a style of play. Kenny, people saying only has one style of play. Kenny, he does. He plays one style of play. So be it. At the end of the day, his style of play works, Courtney. His style of play works. And if those players do not play that style of play, if they refuse to play that style of play, close the door behind you, my dear. Close the door behind you. Those people on the pitch right now, if they do not play that style of play, they know where the door is. He's been playing that style of play since Casapia and playing it through Braga, playing it through Sporting Lisbon. He's played it his whole career and very successful. So he has to do it. He has to do it, guys. Absolutely. 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 Let me have a look at this. Big up, of course. Modi, no hat to any of you guys. Please vote for me again next time, even if I have nothing to do in the next 5 years, because if not me, then who else? Then who? Me, absolute me. That's who it's going to be. It's going to be me, guys. Big up. Oh, God. Absolutely. Modi, go back. Go get out of town, Modi. Arteta won't get sacked. He has more power and he will have a huge say who's going to be sporting director. We'll have to wait and see. Luman, Rahul Gandhi. Imran Khan. Yeah, whatever. You have ruined our beloved India. No, he hasn't. Britain did. Luman, of course I blame the Glazers first and foremost, since I know they're not going anywhere soon. I just don't talk about them a lot. It's a bit pointless. These criminals need to go. Absolutely, Jim. Spot on. We can't do anything at the moment. It's the Glazers' mistake. The Modi's a Glazer mistake. Modi was hired by the Glazers, guys. Mad Advance did it, by the way. I know I ruined it, but yeah, by human, bro. No, I don't even know who Mad Advance did. He's my friend, actually. I do know who he is. It probably is. I don't know. I just go by what is on the screen. I read anything on the screen. So I knew when you asked who Salman Khan. Big up Salman Khan in the house. Where's Amir Khan? Where's Shah Rukh Khan? Come on. Where's Amir Khan? Where's Shah Rukh Khan? Where's Salman Khan? Muslim brothers in the house. The bed Bollywood superstars are Muslim, isn't they? It's mad, isn't it, at the end of the day? So much hatred in India. But then again, those guys, you know what I mean? Building up Bollywood to what it is today. I know I'm just annoying you guys. I want to annoy you guys. Absolutely. Sid, bye, bro. Absolutely. Nuruddin Modi in the chat. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't go near him, Kenny. I think he's a City fan. Met a Newcastle fan in the City Centrals today, and oh boy, he told me that he wished he did not get sacked, Ten Hag. They love to banter us, Sal. Let them banter us, Jim. Do you know why it is, Jim? Do you know what it is deep down? Do you know what it is deep down? It's that they fear us, mate. They fear us. They fear the wounded beast. They fear the wounded beast. That's who they fear. The wounded beast, guys. Absolutely. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Big up Mad Advanced. I know you're a madman. Mad Advanced. Sal, do you also think Newcastle fans are egotistical? Yes. They think they own the Premier League. Is it just me or Mad Advanced? You need to tell them they haven't won anything for 60 years. Nothing. Zilch. Not even a Carabao Cup. Not even, forget that, a Charity Shield. They've not won nothing in 60 years. So they need to just pipe down. Just tell them that. They need to pipe down. Bagpiper. Happy birthday, Sanjeev, tomorrow. Big up, Sanjeev, your birthday. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Sanjeev. Big up. Sanjeev, big up, Sanjeev. They should just wait for the stadium and focus on the team first. Absolutely, Courtney. Exactly my point. Exactly. My point. Exactly. What about De Bruyne says, dude? Why even some United fans hate him? He is so good. He is the world-class player we have. I'm not sure about world-class, but he is an example for how to run and that. But in my opinion, he hasn't been good for a long time, in my opinion. Mad Advance said, take it from me, right? Guys, take it from me. I know Bruno's family, right? I know his family. I worked with his brother for 2 years, right? I know Bruno. I know them. I'm the last one who's going to criticize Bruno. The last one, okay? But he hasn't played well. And we have to that. But who has? Then we have to ask ourselves, who has played well? It might be different under Ruben Amorim. We have to give it a chance. Of course, it might be different under Ruben Amorim. Jim, what are your thoughts on United FC team created separate to team? They know they are angry fans and created. I mean, good luck to them. As I said at the time, best of luck. But I'll never turn my back on my football club, regardless. I'll fight for the football club, and I've been fighting for this football club since 2005 with the Glazers Out movement. You know, and I've been there. I've been at Old Trafford in the freezing cold. Do you know what I mean? Traveling up from London and that. And you know what? I've always been Glazers Out. Back of the backhand slap, absolutely. I remember we'll play 4-4-2 later after one season. We all know that. Hopefully not built, but it will happen. It won't. It won't. Trust me. Mad Advance said, screenshot that. He won't. Listen to Sal. You man know he knows more. Absolutely. Listen to UK rap, guys. Listen to him. I know more. Listen. I know more. More about what, though? That's the question. What do I know more of? What is it? Do I know more about cooking curry, or do I know more about making a roast dinner? Do I know more about having a burrito? Because I cooked a burrito today. Don't panic. It's a blank state of Amorim. Do his job. Take care for sure. Absolutely. 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 Sal, do you do Bruno Fernandes will adopt Amorim's style of play? I don't trust Bruno. Jim, one thing I would say is that, you know what? They're going to be judged. They're going to be watched very closely by Amorim. And if they don't abide by his tactics, they're going to be out the door. Ruben Amorim comes across as a very nice guy. He's very smiley, very happy, but he is ruthless. He's ruthless. But don't be surprised if Bruno picks it up. Don't be surprised if Bruno suddenly becomes a great player again like he was in his first season. You know, don't be surprised. I'm looking forward to that game today against City. I'm looking forward to the game today as well. I hope you can join me, Rasta. Pop your head in. Have a chat. I mean, do you think? Absolutely. I think. I mean, at the end of the day, look, these players are they're going to be on, you know, on like an exam sort of thing. You know, they're going to be on watch. They're going to be examined. You know, as if Amorim should not compromise with the United hierarchy. No compromise on the quality that is relevant in football. Look at Pep set standards and demands to any club he joined, which is what I mean. Look, you know, one thing I would say, as if he's not even sat his ass down on the chair yet. So let him do that. Let him do that. We can only speak. But I say this right now. Ruben Amorim is a monster inside. He will. He knows. He knows, guys. He knows. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. Big up, Chichi. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my legend. Hope you're doing good, Gloria, Chichi. Big up, of course. By the way, do you like my profile pic? It's a remembrance of Ten Hag's disciple. Oh, I thought it was you. I thought it was you. Sorry, mate. Jim Rackets, big up Bollywood is the best. It's crap. I don't want Arteta to get sacked. Arsenal should have given his lifeline contract trust in the process. Yeah, he's never going to win a trophy, is he, Chow? He's never going to win a trophy. Ineos appointed their own manager. I have a feeling that they're going to back their own manager. This is the feeling, Rasta. You said it exactly how I said it in the show. The reason that Amorim is at the football club and Amorim is at Ineos appointment, of course. So Ineos are going to make sure that he succeeds. Ruben Amorim succeeds. They're going to make sure that he succeeds at the football club. They're not going to want this to fail. This is their first appointment. They're going to invest in Ruben Amorim. So you better bet your bottom dollar that those players right now, Rashford, Bruno, all those players right there, right, gonna have to pick it up, guys. Garnacho, Ahmad, they're gonna have to pick it up because there's gonna be no prisoners, guys. Absolutely none. Zilch. Let Amorim do his own thing, and he only won 4 period title by 2030. He needs to go. Come on, Brian, don't be like that. I know what you mean, exactly. Look, at the end of the day, we have to wait till he actually sits his bum down at Old Trafford first. He hasn't even done that yet, and we've already got people judging him. It's crazy, isn't it? Mad thing. Also, yet another Manchester United fan, Susal. I meet a lot of football fans and chat about Man United all the time. It's good to see United fans in Australia. Big up the Man United fan. Massive, of course, good Man United fans. Big Man United fans all around the world. Man United fans are everywhere, guys. Everywhere. You can't beat us. We're everywhere. Stop reading. These are relevant comments, Sal. This show is about United. Keep it limited to football. And this is my channel, Asif. Asif, this is what it's all about, Asif. Listen, at the end of the day, at the beginning of the show, I've given you all the Manchester United news. I can start talking about the 90s if you want, but I don't think you've been supporting Man United that long. So I can start talking about the 90s if you want, about Eric Cantona, how many goals he scored, how many assists he had. I can start talking about, obviously, the results we had in 95, 96, 94, 95, 97, 98. I could do that for you if you want. 98, 99, I was at the Champions League final. I was there. Guys, I was there. I slept on the beach. I was at the Champions League final. I spent every last bit of my money getting to Barcelona and blah, 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 blah. What happened? I was behind the goal when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scored. I was behind the goal, guys. If you've got a member, if you're a member, guys, if you're on membership, then you can come on this channel and you can say, listen, mate, change it up a little bit. I paid for this. But none of you are members that I see at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I read out comments because this is a free channel. At the end of the day, and that's what I do. I say much love to you, brother. But you know what? In this channel, we do keep it exciting. It's a bit boring when you sit there like this, right? And you go like this. This is how they do some channels, right? They put their legs up, right? They put their legs up and they go, they might have a cigar. Oh, did you know about Man United might sign, Man United might sign Kvaratskhelia. I mean, he's good. Hold on. I don't know nothing about Kvaratskhelia. Let me quickly go and Google. Let me get Kvaratskhelia stats up. Kvaratskhelia scored 22 goals this season, and he's also had 35 appearances. Blah, blah, blah. That is what they do. Not in this stream. We don't do that on this stream. We're different on this stream, guys. We're absolutely different on this stream, of course. So, but if you only want football-related news and that, only I think afternoon show is the best. Sometimes fun is also good. Nothing serious. We're fun on this show. But you know what? One thing about me, I know more about football than all of those fan channels put together. I can talk about Hearts of Oak in Ghana. I can talk about bloody Melbourne Mariners in bloody Australia. Wherever you want, I will talk about it. Guys, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I can talk about football all day long. All day long. You know what I was thinking about the other day, guys? I was going to do a watch-along for a Saudi Arabian League game. A watch-along. Kazi, Bruno Fernandes' brother's name, Ricardo. Ashley Barber, this channel, Sal, is about everything. Kazi, if you go to my friends list, he's on there. And Kazi, if you look at the pictures, you will see. Ashley Barber, this channel is Sal about everything for everyone. We enjoy here from football to personal tears. Even you can talk about Sal, about your ex. We are a family. We're like family, Blue Man. We can say anything on this channel, bro. We're love here, man. We're love here. And this channel's going to grow together. Asif, my brother, we're going to grow together as a unity. This channel's going to grow together as a family. You know what we can say? You can call me anything. You can call me Shirley. You know what I mean? You can call me, you know what I mean, Modi. You can call me Modi if you like. You can call me whatever you want to call me. You know what I mean? You know, call me the Modi of football. That's what you can call me. The Modi of football. Whatever you like. Big up. Mad Advanced. So, Baba, why can't he talk about other football clubs and our knowledge is beyond me? And many, it's good to see what Sal talk about other than football clubs and give us more knowledge about or your lister. Man, big up Mad Advanced. I love you, man. Love you, brother. Love how you cheer us up, and that's why your channel is the best. Stretford Post, no one. Guys, sub to the channel and smash those likes. Mate, do you know what? We are in life, the most beautiful gift a human being can have is a personality. Is a personality. Have a laugh, have a giggle. I've seen a lot in this world, guys. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I love having a laugh. I love having a giggle. Well said, mate. But believe you me, if you watch my watch-alongs, he knows, that's if you've been there. If you watch my watch-alongs, you will see how serious I am when it comes to football. Perhaps too serious, guys. Perhaps too serious. Jim, I disagree with you, Sal. You tell the truth. I don't care about Bollywood. No, I just love saying that the disagree word. I know you do. That's your favorite word, Jim. Disagree with you. Jim, I disagree with you. I disagree. I disagree. Why do you disagree, Sal? I just disagree. I'm going to disagree with everything now. Mad Advanced said I disagree. Sal, what do you think about Burnley? I mean, do you think they can return back to the Premier League? Yeah, but I mean, they can at the moment, but I don't think they will this season. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, if I was going to talk about Burnley, I don't think they're at any point to their football club. I really don't, because they're one of those teams that would just go down again, if you know what I mean. They go up to go down, they go up to go down. They didn't invest in their football club last season, did they? You know, last season they didn't invest in their football club. At the moment, of course, I think they're fourth place. About 23 points, I think they got. Burnley. Of course, they lost Company, which is not a bad thing, of course, because Company's gone on to Bayern Munich and he's not doing too well over at Bayern Munich, of course. You know, he's going to be sacked. Rumor is Erik ten Hag will be the new manager of Bayern Munich, guys. He'll be the new manager. So, if God forbid, if things don't go as planned, then this time we as fans should unite and in one voice show concern and be critical of the manager with respect and grace. Let's not get divided, please. Yes, Darko, but you have to give it a chance. Darko, you have to give it a chance. You can't give it like literally to the end of the season. If it gets to about, let's say December next, or let's say, look, let me play devil's advocate here, yeah? If it gets to about October next season, like the same as this season, right? Let's not forget Erik ten Hag was in his third season. Then we can start complaining. But right now we cannot, even if we lose to Ipswich Town, we cannot complain. We can't. And I'm telling you right now, because this is new. This is new. There's going to be a new formation, a new guy in there. We're going to have to give him at least 10 games, guys, before we start saying, well, you know what, things need to get better. You know, and after that, you can start being disgruntled. But you know what? The manager hasn't even sat his bum down on a seat yet. So we got to be, you know what I mean? We have to obviously be a little bit more shrewd, a little bit more, you know, patience is key, of course. So Bruno seems out of sync because the players around him are not good enough. He wants to do everything of his own and ends up with loads of mistakes. Yeah, but you know what? Great players show themselves regardless what team they're playing in. Cantona did. Ronaldo did. You know, if you think about 2004, 2003, you think about all the teams we've had, great teams always showed themselves. George Best always showed himself. Great teams show themselves all the time. Sal, Bollywood is the best. I love it, but I prefer Hollywood. But yeah, that's my personal preference as well, Jim. I agree. Bollywood is behind Lollywood, in my opinion. But debating over movies, Sal, I don't care. Big up, Jim. Respect you, Sal. Respect you too, bro. I disagree. This Indian politics is sick. It's all over the park. Minorities are being harassed and put through hell. Don't want Modi. Again, agendas here, Sal. I don't know about, and I don't really care about India. I'm not Indian. I don't really care who Modi is, what Modi is. I'm English. It doesn't really bother me. I'll be honest with you, mate. It doesn't really bother me about Modi, Smodi, Modi, the footballer, Mido, the footballer for Egypt. It doesn't really matter to me, if I'm being honest. I'll be honest. I mean, politics is out of this channel, though. Really, we don't really talk much about politics on this channel because, you know, it gets a little bit heated and stuff. But one thing I would say is that I couldn't care less about Modi, about any of them, man. Really couldn't. I'm from East London, mate. One we all meet and Sal and each other hopefully in Abu Dhabi and have a great, absolutely Darko. Look, listen, guys, if we win the league, if we win a major trophy, we're coming to Abu Dhabi and we're going to celebrate, guys. We're going to celebrate together. We come to Abu Dhabi and we're going to celebrate together. We're going to have a good time. Tonight's going to be a good night, of course. Brilliant idea, brilliant. Speed has Paul Pogba on his show today. The best thing about Speed is wearing United jersey. He's not a United fan though. He's a clout chaser. Big up Speed though. I know him. You want me to call Shirley your Mal bitter better to get your pronounce right, Sal? That's a woke banter. Absolutely. Don't call me Shirley, Jim. I disagree. Give Alpram at least 5 years to turn the club around. No more sacking. Absolutely. Brian, love you, mate. I'll give him to about third season. Absolutely. Whole music is a Hollywood, Bollywood, Illuminati. Yes, it is. It is. You think you get famous? You think you get famous from talent? Oh, my God. He's not a United fan. I know it for a fact. I know him. He's told me. He does it for a clout. Ask him. Say, do you know Sal? And ask him if he's a United fan. He does it for clout. He does it to get popularity. He clowns the football club in one way. He's a clown. At the end, they're irrelevant, but you dated a Chinese girl. I don't know why I'm asking you. No, I haven't. Japanese. Sal, will you judge Amarin against City tonight? No. I have absolutely no. Man United and Sporting Lisbon are completely different football clubs. Asif Baba, who cares about Speed? Absolutely, who cares about Speed? Although I like Speed, I do know the guy, but you know what? The Man United fan thing is a myth. If he's a Man United fan, I beg you, ask him a couple of Man United questions from, about 2005 to beyond that. Ask him some questions about Man United. Ask him who scored the goal in the 1996 FA Cup final. Ask him. Every Man United fan should know. Ask him what year did the class of 92 first start playing? What year was you can't win anything with kids? Ask him that. He's a Man United fan, right? Ask him. He won't know. He won't know. Ask him when was the last time Man United won the Champions League? Ask him that. He won't know. Trust me, you embarrass him. You will embarrass him, but you know what? Don't embarrass him. But you will embarrass him. You know what? Ask him them questions and tell him Sal asked you this. Sal from Stretford Post. Cantona, Brian, you know it, mate. But if Speed is such a great Man United fan, ask him these questions, These are like, if you're a Man United fan, ask him when the Munich disaster happened. Ask him the year. When did the Munich disaster happen? What year did it happen? And what happened 10 years later? Who was the manager? Ask him. He won't know. They don't know. People don't know the football club. They pretend they know the football club. They don't know the football club. They just follow the football club. They don't support the football club. They just follow the football club. That's what they do. You know what I mean? They follow. They don't know. Right? So this is the thing. If you're a Man United fan, you got to know your bloody history. You got to know who we are, where we come from. You got to know. I'll tell you right now. It's very important because if you educate, it's like basically Man United's story is the most beautiful story you'll ever read. Right? So get to know the story. Get to know where we came from. The adversity, the pain, the delirium, the celebrating. Get to know it. Get to know when we got relegated. Get to know all these. Get to know it. That's all I would say to you. When we became a Man United, when we became a cup team in the 80s, talk about that, things like that. Sal, do you think Amarim should have to the media and rejected City and his statement as the Ten Hag's era coming to an end? Sal, do you think Amarim should have said to the media that he rejected City? No, I mean, they keep forcing it down his throat. They're lying, so he's just telling the truth. Even I don't know. You will know, my advantage. You will know. But I'm talking about speed, you know what I mean? I mean, in regards to that. This year is free hit on for Amarim for me. I won't judge him. Absolutely, Zaid. Love the comment, my guy. My guy. What a comment, Zaid. What a comment, my friend. Do you know what you're going to get, my friend? You're going to get an explosion, my friend. You're going to get an explosion. Big up, my advanced. Yeah, if you're a new addition, for example, right? If I joined your family, Asif, I'll get to know your mum. I'll get to know your dad. I'll get to know every member of your family. God forbid, like, you know what? I'm talking about family in general. Okay. I'll get to know every member of your family. I'll get to know what your history is like, who you are, who you're related to, and stuff like that. When you support Manchester United, you learn it. Man United are not CR7 FC. That only clowns think like that. Man United are not CR7 FC. CR7 is not even a Man United fan. Only clowns think like that. You know, at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, look, if they want to be Man United fans, for me, he's a celebrity. That's what he is. He's told me he's not a Man United fan. As if he's told me he's not a Manchester United fan. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you understand? He's told me. He knows Mark Goldbridge. Mark Goldbridge is my friend of mine. He's acting. Don't be naive. He's acting. It makes money. Fair play to him. It makes money, and that's why he does it. I disagree too, Sal, but what are we disagreeing about? I disagree, Jim. I disagree. Sorry, mate. I disagree with that. You know, it's just the most beautiful, absolutely, Mount Advanced. Absolutely. Did you see Liverpool brief their journalist that Neville's comments about Amorim rejecting them were false? They're very sensitive over there. They're making up all types of stories, Zaid, about Amorim. You know what? It hurts them because they knew that Manchester City wanted him to replace Pep Guardiola. I told people here in regards to Abu Dhabi, I live in a Manchester City, of course. So you know what? The Manchester City personnel, some of them are close to the club, said, don't worry about Pep Guardiola leaving because Amorim's going to take charge and he's the new Pep Guardiola. They told me. They're liars. They're hurt. Man United are bigger. Couldn't even hear that explosion. Why not? Hold on. Let me see. There you go. Did you hear that one? Did you hear that one? I hope you did. Where were we? Scousers don't like rejection. Amorim said it was now or never. Who do you think top choice next summer was? I think Inzaghi. One of them too. It won't be Alonso, Zaid, because he's Liverpool. Zaid, Scousers don't like rejection. Absolutely. They don't agree. So one sad thing is that the media will compare Amorim with Arne Slot. One thing is that, you know what, Arne Slot is a slaphead. Even I can tell you we won the Champions League, I think, in 2008. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not that paid member to this, mate. I don't know much about him personally. Asif, big up. Much love to you, brother. Don't worry, it's all banter on this channel. Kazi is slowly turning into soggy biscuit, and it happened after he put his face in the profile pic. Kazi is a very handsome man. I don't expect for much Amorim from the start. You have to be patient, Jonathan. I absolutely agree with you. You know what? That deserves another explosion, guys. If I can get my explosion. There you go. There's my explosion. There you go. Better late than never. I say, Baba, big up. Brian Foskett. That's better, Sal. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm a bit like, you know, that country that starts with I and ends with L. I don't get it right. Sal, you scared the rug off. I was not expecting that random blast. It was funny, though. Was my blast is out of sync, mate? My blast is out of sync. I'm like this with a grenade. And it blew up in my face. Only minute is favour after Guardiola. Big up, Salmon. Darko, has your infection cleared up? Big up, Darko. Hope it has. Sorry. Let's have a look. Will he bring players from Sporting? Yes, he will. I've been speaking. If you watched the earlier show, he's interested in Ousmane, Diamande, and Gutierrez, of course. But he faces competition from Real Madrid. Manchester United and Sporting Lisbon are also trying to negotiate a deal between Anthony and Sporting Lisbon and a swap deal for one of those players. So Anthony could be going to Sporting Lisbon. You heard it here first. Absolutely. So, find an Italian beauty for Asif Baba. I don't know. He'll have to come with me to Italy. You watch W? Yes, I do. Mad Advance said, in 2011, I got involved in the WWE. I'll tell you what happened, right? I gave R-Truth a cigarette, right? I gave R-Truth a cigarette live on WWE Raw. Live, guys, live, right? On WWE Raw. And the WWE got fined because you're not allowed to smoke indoors in England. So they got fined. I ended up, I'm very close to WWE. I'm very close. We were always invited to WWE every time it was in the O2 Arena and stuff. We were always front row. If you go to basically WWE Raw, right? WWE Raw 2011 live cigarette R-Truth, right? We gave him the cigarette. Someone else gave him the lighter, right? We gave him the cigarette and he lighted up and he said, you got a light. Right in YouTube, you'll see. You might see me. See if you spot me, mate. See if you spot me. I love the W though. It's not the same as the Attitude Era though. If we get to a mandate and activate, it would be great. I agree. We've been patient since 2014. The decade has passed. Another year of a patience. Summer is so this is set to. Oh, yeah, I agree. Asif, you're gonna get it. That was a small one, but I have to wait for the next one. Coming. There you go, guys. There you go. There's the explosion. There you go. There is the explosion for Asif Barber. He's got an explosion. Would you believe it? Get it? Would you believe it? Anthony and Maguire Sporting. Here we go. Absolutely. Only if Xerxes wasn't here, we will be realistic or chaos, but I don't have us having 3 strikers. You never know. Sid, make row 2 for Brian. Absolutely. Brilliant show, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash a like on the video. You're absolute legends. Love you all. Absolutely love you all. You're brilliant. You cheer me up, guys. Absolutely. I hope you have a brilliant day and a brilliant evening. I'll see you tonight for the watch along, 7:30 UK time. Of course, guys, 8:30 Central European time. I'll be here live for you guys in the flesh, of course. So don't forget to join me for that. Have a fabulous evening, guys. And remember, keep it Stretford Post, the only place to be every day. Take it easy. Peace.